What up, everybody? It's Overlord for Overlord Beats, overlordbeats.com. I'm here to talk about MSXII sound design. These guys make some dope sound kits. I bought a lot of their material, a lot of their construction kits, drums, and stuff like that, and I gotta say they're probably one of my secret weapons. Typically, I don't share a lot of my secrets, and typically when I get certain sounds and stuff like that, I don't make it overly known, because I mean, I figure if everybody know what I'm using, then it'll get saturated. And it's almost like I got the old school approach. Like when you dig for records, you find that rare album, you don't just go tell everybody about it or where to get it. So I treat my sound kits, how I buy them, I treat them almost like vinyl. But I'm actually letting the cat out the bag with this one, because MSX2 sound design, their stuff is really good. They're actually having a contest for their Soulful Stems Volume 2, and they want you to flip a sample. The thing I like about what they do with Soulful Stems is they give you they make this original music that sound like something that you would actually sample, but you get the stems. So imagine finding that rare sample or a nice sample that you want to use, but you really only like the Rhodes, but you got the bass and maybe some vocals over it. If you had the stems, you could just take the Rhodes, and if you want to just use the bass line or just the vocals or whatever, you know, pretty much stems are just separate tracks. You could just use it. So that's the benefit of that Soulful Stems, because you can just take elements and just use those elements. And sometimes there's certain elements in a sample, especially, has inspired me to make beats. I mean, it could be a sound, it could be a bass line, it could be a chord or something like that. And a lot of times it's those little sounds that inspire you, but you can't always catch them unless you do, unless you apply like a high pass or a low pass filter. And even then, the sound is not quite like it is before you do that. So you find yourself trying to EQ it and do all these little tricks to try to get it kind of like sounding like the original, especially if you like how it sounded originally anyway. So having the stems, helps prevent you from having to do all that stuff. But these guys, I gotta say it, they make sound kits, and the stuff they do is really for hip hop, R&B, neo soul, for urban music. I mean, guys, hats off to y'all. Y'all do a great job. I'll continue to buy your products. Not often do I do videos promoting people's stuff, but this is solid material here. So they got a customer for life. I mean, they had to really do something drastic for me not to be a customer. I can't see me not, being a regular for buying their products. I bought quite a bit of them already. And I'm excited about, for some of the things that they got coming out, especially the Soulful Stems Part 2. It's a great resource. I actually use some of the elements to add to some of my vinyl samples just to give it that extra pop. Now, I'm actually going to enter the contest. They for Soulful Stems 2, they made a track, and it's called Fountains, and they want you to flip it and do it, your own way. I didn't take a large part of the sample. I just took a particular sound that inspired me, and then I let that be the driving force for me creating everything else around it to make my beat. So I tell you what, I'll let y'all kind of hear it. But first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let you hear the original sample or the original track, and that's this right here. So that's the gist of it. I like that little synth effects, that wow 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 wow. That's what inspired me to make my track. These guys are nice. I mean, you can tell that they're hip hop heads, they musicians, they love what they do, and I'm just glad that they did this product, and make these products, because it's actually something that me and my cousin was gonna work on doing. Because a lot of times you find yourself resort to these things because it's not out there. So I just want to thank y'all for providing an outlet for brothers such as myself. You know, sometimes, especially with certain projects I do, I want it to be royalty free. I want people to be able to buy the beat without having to worry about a sample clearance. So this helps me out quite a bit. So I'm gonna let you hear kind of what I did and what inspired me. And sometimes what I like to do, I like to take a mellow beat and make it a mellow groove like that and make it up tempo. And sometimes take an up tempo groove and make it mellow, or just go wherever the sample takes me. So I chopped this up into little bitty pieces. I mean, a lot of little bitty pieces. And that's all I took to use. You'll notice that I tuned it up. Also, what I did was I put some reverb on it to give it a certain effect. It was really 4 pads that inspired me, and it was these. That's it. So what I did was this. So that was the driving force of my beat, and then I just build other stuff around it. Put a bass, an organ, and a break beat, and I chopped all that stuff up and played it with this composition here. So I'm gonna hear what I came up with. So, yeah, so that's gonna be that's the beat I made, and actually that's the beat I'm gonna submit for the contest that they're having. I'm gonna put the information in the video. I'm in the description tab, so you can go to their website, check out the sound kits that they have. Dope company, and maybe enter the contest. The deadline is Thursday, so I'm sorry to hit you with this information so late. And you actually win, I think, a free copy of the sound kit and some other cool stuff. But I may even actually make another beat, incorporate more stuff from the sample if I can beat the deadline. But I just wanted to share this with you. Not often do I share secrets of mine. I love construction kits. Some people say it's cheating. I think it's hip hop. Hip hop in the beginning started with interpolation, where bands would play covers of songs and the rappers would rap over it. Then, you know, as the younger crowd got into it and the DJs got into it, we just started sampling because, I mean, we didn't have the resources to a band and stuff like that, so we used what we had to get it in. And everybody don't have access to records, and your records and your tunes was your gold right there. You found that sample and you put it out there, and it was almost like an unspoken rule that nobody would cop the same or use the same sample. So we really did some heavy digging. And not only that, we take whatever resources we could, from different drum machines to different sounds and things of that nature, and different equipment like different keyboards and stuff like that to try to come up with our own original thing. So I think construction kits is the new samples, is the new records right now. I mean, because Really, it's no different. We just using what we got to make a funky beat. So I tell everybody, it's hip hop. There's no rules. By any means necessary, get it in, because at the end of the day, all that matters is the end result. So if you're looking for dope sounds, dope basses, and dope things, or even just the inspiration, because sometimes I buy sound kits just to listen to them because they inspire me to do something. So I mean, think outside the box. Don't close yourself in and think all you have to use is vinyl, or you gotta be a musician. It's a lot of resources out there for you to get it in. And MSX2 audio is a dope resources. I love what these guys are doing. Thanks for watching. Peace.